missed Memoria Part 6. Oh man, this one seems to be giving people some problems, mainly because of the requirements. You have Blue Crystal, Black Crystal, Dagger, and FF9. Zidane is 3 out of 4 of those requirements, just him. So yeah, if you have him, definitely bring him, but most of the complaints I'm seeing is from people who don't have Zidane, and they don't know what to do. But you don't really need him to take this out. He does make it a hell of a lot easier, but there's plenty of options. In fact, Liz Lisette did a run with Noctis, Freya, and Ferris, and it was awesome. So what I'm going to do is put 2 runs of this stage in this video. That's why we're going double time, because otherwise this video would have been over 30 minutes, too long for my taste, no thanks. So we're going to speed through this run with Zidane. No heals, just launches and damage and turn shenanigans. Works out really well. And I'm going to do another one with no Zidane at all. And I'm not going to bring Vivi either, because Vivi makes this ridiculously easy. So this one is for people without Vivi. The next one is for people without Zidane or Vivi. This was just my typical, you know, let's see how low we can get the turns. I think this was the best one I did. A lot of fun. My thoughts on purpling Zidane, because I'm bringing this up because I'm seeing a lot of people who are caving and maxing out Zidane just to get through this. And okay, I'm going to try my best to remove all bias here, because FF9 is my favorite. So everything I say is going to have some bias there. So I'm going to try my best to remove that and just be objective. Okay, here we go. Should you purple Zidane to do this? Well, that depends. Depends on what you prioritize in this game. If you prioritize beating the content as soon as possible so that you can move on and not have to come back, and if you happen to have a lot of ingots just kind of hanging out, I would say do it. Just to get it done. It's not like he's going to be a waste. No, he's not meta. No, he's not breaking the game, but there are a lot of misconceptions about him. The most common one I keep seeing is that he's just another launcher, and why do I need another launcher if I have people like Kais? It doesn't work like that. It's more like he and Kais complement one another. They kind of do different things. I mean, and Kais doesn't actually launch himself. I mean, to get technical, whatever. He sets up the launch for other people to do. But if you run Kais with other people who launch naturally, that means you can save hero supports and just keep the big damage coming. Which is what we do here. We run 2 launchers with Kais. It's awesome. So if you have a lot of ingots, I would say do it. If you're low on ingots and you have plans to max out a bunch of people coming up, I would say just wait. Don't do it. He does have some pretty nice stuff, though. That mug ability that he gets after, you'll see it in a second, I'm sure you've seen it a few times already. That mug ability that he gets, his Brave attack switches to mug after he uses his EX, and it's a gravity hit, a Brave hit, and an HP hit. Doesn't add to the turn count, and it's instant turn rate. So I think that's all that packed into one little skill. He just goes in, bam, does all that with a Brave attack, basically. And it's awesome. He also has the most potent speed down in the game at 40%, tied with Laguna, who's finally going to be relevant in a few hours, which is nice. Yeah, just massive Brave shaving. I think he's great. He's not going to break the game for you, but if you want a solid character who can do a lot of cool stuff, Zidane's a good guy. And this is the second Abyss installment in a row where he's great for the hardest stage. So that's got to count for something. So Lufenia tonight. I'm excited, for one. I know that's another thing that opinions differ. Some people are freaked out. I am not one of those people. I think it's going to be fun. I think that we have needed a difficulty spike in this game for a long time, and I just think it's odd that the devs gave us, maybe this makes sense, but to me it seemed a little weird. Do you hear that car? Oh my god. Anyway, it seemed weird to me that the devs gave us LD and burst weapons, what was it, like 2 months, maybe longer, before we got Lufenia? That seems like a pretty big gap, but I get the logic of it, I think. It's to get players used to things like LDs and bursts before they just drop Lufinia on us. So it's like, you know, they add this new thing and then they give us time to figure it out before we really have to test it. So I get that. I mean, I would have been fine if they would have just given us Lufinia and the LDBT era all at once. But I'm sure there's others who wouldn't have liked that. But I think 2 months is probably too long of a grace period. I think at the most, maybe like 2 weeks, I think would have been more than enough. But maybe not. That's just my opinion. Regardless, we're finally getting it tonight. I can't wait. I'm going to pull for the Warrior of Light. A little worried about the challenge quest. Well, not really. I mean, it just sucks because I only have 2 people built. Because the synergy characters tonight are Warrior of Light, obviously, Laguna and Thancred, that are the last 2 EX Plus weapons that'll be available. Yeah, they're the only 2 characters who don't have it, and they're about to get it, so that's cool. Who are the other ones? Agrias, Ida, and Sync. Unless, you know, Global throws us a line and lets our new Vivi be synergy, that would be amazing. Because my thing is, I only have, out of those characters, I have Warrior of Light and Agrias built, and that's it. So that means I have to get a third. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to pull on the Warrior of Light, Thancred, and Laguna banner. Whichever EX I get first, that's who I'm going to invest in. I'm probably only going to keep them at 0 out of 3, maybe even base EX, and try the challenge quest. If I win, I'm done. Cool. I'm not going to build any of those people anymore. My problem is I want to build Realm right now, but I'm kind of low on ingots, and I want to beat all the challenge quests first. So I'm going to see if I can beat it with what my plan is. If I can, Realm is getting purpled instantly. Because, yeah, I haven't done much artifact farming with the new system, but for the most part, it's given me trash, except for Realm. They gave me perfect artifacts for her right away, and I don't even have her built. So now it's like, okay, I have to do it. And I got her EX in 30 tickets because I wanted to build her anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just do it. I think. But I'll wait till later. I'm gonna try this challenge quest first with what my plan is. We'll see what happens. See how quickly they're dying? Even if this wasn't double time, I mean, we got 26 turns. And they're done. $27, excuse me. Good enough. Okay, that was the Zidane run. Nice and easy. No heals, no problem. Here we go. This team is a little weird for this. Garnet and Edge, not so much, but Machina, he gets the job done, don't get me wrong, but Wave 2 does a lot of cleansing, so that kind of hurts everybody on this team, actually, because we have 2 magic users on a magic resist stage, which would be Garnet and Edge, and enemies that cleanse the Imperil, so that's not great. But with these requirements are kind of strict, so I'm just doing what I can. He is the only other blue dagger that I have built, but he gets it done. It's no problem. And yeah, you know, Machina's LD, his follow-up attacks are reliant off of that debuff he inflicts, so the fact that they just cleanse it is not great. I mean, we can always just put it back on, but he only gets 4 uses of the LD, and the debuff is only on for 4 turns. So you kind of have to time it right. In fact, I would say that this particular wave, I did not time Machina's LD properly. I kind of just, that is something weird. I HP attacked, then I used, so I HP attacked, which means I unlocked Furious Blades Plus, excuse me, which is the free turn, and then I used the LD. Like, what? Why didn't I just, yeah, I don't know. It was a weird choice, I guess, but we'll get it done. Like right now, they only have 1 turn left on the debuff, and now Machina's behind them in the turn, so he's done being the Machina we all know and love. He's back to EX Plus Machina, which is mediocre at best. Meaning for the rest of this wave, we have to be a little bit more careful to not get cracked open, because these things, their AoE hits like a truck, it's unsplit, so whatever number you see above his head is the number that everyone on your team is going to get hit with. So if you're not careful with these things, they can kill you right away. And they have shields. I hate these things. Like, look at that. Didn't even come anywhere near breaking through it. But they're dying relatively quick. I mean, 25 turns, they're already under half. That shield is so obnoxious, though. Look at it, it's not moving. Machina's got us. Broken, instantly. That other floor I haven't heard too many complaints about. The one, it's like, I think it's black crystal, green crystal, and great sword. So I use Steiner. Oh yeah, and FF9, of course. Every single stage has an FF9 requirement. So yeah, I use Steiner. And he murdered it. Yeah, down there I was rocking an all FF19 with Steiner, Garnet, and Vivi. It was great. I don't think I'm going to bother uploading any of those because I have not seen a single person worried about those stages. This is the stage right here that most people seem to be hating. I'm trying to remember Swifty's team. I think he used... Let me think about this. I think it was... I don't remember if he used Edge or Ferris. I think it was Ferris. I could be wrong about that, though. I think he used Leon, Garnet, and Ferris. I could be totally wrong about that, though. It was either Ferris or Edge. I don't have purple Ferris, though, so I went with Edge. Just kept up the evasion. And the fact that everything he hits is thunder and magic, you know, means he doesn't really need to be enchanted. We just have to get the thunder and peril on, and Edge can do what he does. So that's nice. He's not really here for damage anyways, but you want him to at least do something. Almost got him. Beautiful, okay. Edge really comes in handy here, because if these things break you, you're dead. It's not fun. But yeah, this is the cleanse. See, if I would have used Machina's LD right there, B would have cleansed it, and that would have been all for nothing. So I've got to wait a little bit. There goes the Imperils too. Yeah, see, what am I thinking? I made a lot of goofy mistakes in this run. Turn count was kind of high, but it works. Edge's damage isn't helpful. He, as unique as he is with the party-wide dodge, his damage needs an upgrade so bad. It's really not much at all. I know that's not his purpose, but even with characters who damage isn't really their purpose, you know, the difficulty spike is a real thing. Power creep is a real thing, and as enemies get stronger, our characters need to get stronger too. Even our non-damage dealers need to be able to keep up with what little damage they actually do inflict. So yeah, even if you're not a damage specialist, you should be able to at least do something that's kind of worthwhile, and Edge he's not the best at it. Again, he's really here to just keep us safe, which he's fantastic at, one of the absolute best. If Bosch was any of the crystal requirements, I probably would have brought him instead, but Edge is 2 out of 4, so went with him instead. Bosch is a character that I barely use, which is weird, because he seems really popular, and I am not shitting on Bosch. Don't get me wrong, Bosch is incredible. He's really, really good. I don't like his damage. Again, I know that's not his purpose, but I prefer to play more aggressively, and Bosch is definitely on the defensive side when it comes to playing this game, and that's usually not my style. I usually tend to just go in like guns blazing, and Bosch isn't the best for that. But he is really good. There's definitely stages where I'm planning on using him. In fact, my plan might change by the time we get there, but when we get to tier 17, I think Bosch is coming. Because the enemies for that are horrible. I don't remember the first one, but I know we have the effect, which is Alti's boss, and then Emperor's boss, both of which are very HP spammy. Oh, I remember the first one. The first one is Jack's boss. So every wave on that stage is super HP spammy. So I'm going to bring Bosch. I think that would be a good idea. Only problem would be, from what I remember, the effect, they get a stupid amount of Brave with massive Brave reduction. They put a loot up, so I think they cleanse. Do they cleanse? I don't remember if they cleanse or not. I'd have to double check that. But that would be my biggest concern, is that if they do cleanse and we can't reapply Bosch's target lock if need be, there's a good chance the effect could just hit somebody else and kill them, because they build up a bunch of Brave and it's not an AoE, it's single target, which is no good. So if we keep the shield on, I think we'll be fine. Because if they don't cleanse, we'll just put the target lock on first, and that way they can build up all the Brave they want. It doesn't matter, they'll swing a Bosch, hit him, and he won't die. So I'm probably going to do that. Might bring Kuja too. Oh wait, no, Kuja's not going to be ready by then, is he? I don't think he is. I don't remember which one's coming first. If it's Kuja or Tier 17, I gotta double check. Did not have the dodge up, didn't matter. We're all good. Edge is almost spent. We have no summon, no burst. We just gotta go toe-to-toe with Bahamut with this team, and I think it'll be fine. Now might be a good time to apply your Spirals and debuff, Machina. It's not on, is it? I don't think so. It's not. Yeah, put that on. There we go. Okay, now he's gonna just go down. Look at that, you stack yourself with buffs and we're still just wrecking you. Or Machina is anyway. Oh, so it's Edge hitting 9s. Perfect. About to go over 100. It is nice that there aren't actually turn requirements on these, which is very helpful. Launch time. We're gonna get hit again, aren't we? Yep. It's okay, you'll at least miss Edge, it's alright. %. Okay, we're getting real close. Time to spam. I don't know why this is, but I always forget about Garnet's C65. And it's unfortunate because it's a really good one. Not like we needed it anyway. There we go. Okay. Lufinia tonight. I'm so excited. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching.